Hello, my beautiful souls. I am the Awakened Dreamer, and this is your daily tarot reading for Saturday, November the 7th. And I do want, of course, as always, thank you all for your likes and comments, subscriptions, more than appreciated. And I meditated on the overall energy for the day, and the message that came through was planning ahead. Planning ahead. And I do feel like it's going to be a very fast-paced day, but also very sleepy. So it's kind of contradicting, but let's get started. Let's begin by pulling a message or two from the Moonology deck. Feeling drawn to use this deck for this daily read. And also, I'm sorry if you can hear any noise in the background. It is the day that the garbage trucks and the recycling trucks are going by, trying to work around it, but it's not easy. But what do we have to begin this daily read for Saturday, November the 7th? Thank you, Spirit. Same, pull one more. That was easy. Alrighty, so we're starting off with You Are Good Enough. Love it. It's reminding us each individually that you deserve the new start that's coming for you. You deserve the change that you're planning for. You deserve everything that the universe and spirit has in store for you. So don't doubt that for even a hot second, my friend. You are good enough. And then the end of a tough cycle approaches. Yay, how exciting. It's true though. I feel like, if you were drawn to this video, you've been going through some ups and downs of, that life has been throwing at you. And, it hasn't been easy. But this card coming through is to remind you that things are going to improve. Whatever situation that hasn't been ideal is going to come to an end soon or will improve soon enough. But it is a day where you simply will be planning for these changes or for that one big change. Simply keep in mind that this cycle was to teach you lessons, to help you grow on a soul level, and to prepare you for the amazingness that is to come. And the third and final of the three, the answers you need are coming. It feels like a lot of you have lacked some clarity about your future or lacked some clarity about your purpose in life, and all of which are coming to you. And you may receive one or two of those answers, during this lovely Saturday as you plan ahead. But it just feels like, in general, this is Spirit's way of coming through and being like, have patience. The answers are coming. Those blanks will be filled in. You'll understand kind of why everything has happened the way it has up until this point. You won't feel as in the dark if that's how you've been feeling. Let's continue by pulling 4 tarot cards for the day. Some shuffling first, of course. One down. Let's do one more. All right, Spirit, what do we have to continue this daily read? Ooh, wow, that was feisty. I feel like that was the fast energy of the day. I couldn't even get out for Saturday, November the 7th. I'm going to just pull the last 2 from the top. Okay. And look what we have at the bottom, 8 of Wands. This came out in Friday's reading as well, but it just simply is reiterating that it is going to be a fast-paced day, although you may be feeling a bit burnt out or just simply tired in general. So hopefully you get to watch this ahead of time and try to get as much sleep as you can on Friday. All right, so 3 of Pentacles to begin the day. You start off the day shockingly, it shocks you in one way, shape, or form that people are noticing you, recognizing all the work you've been putting in, all of the changes you're making for yourself. Some of you have been, going through a difficult time, and you're starting to shine a bit differently because you're doing what's right for you, and people are noticing that. Allowing for this attention and recognition and admiration to kind of uplift you a little bit, get you re-excited if that excitement for your future has drifted. And it's such a good way to start the day, given it is a day where you are planning for your future, planning for all the great things you have ahead of you, planning for these changes, like I was saying. And then we have the Six of Cups. Oh, and before I move on, the Three of Pentacles is side by side with You're Good Enough. And they're reminding you with this. This is kind of spirit in the universe's way of reminding you that you're good enough, reminding you that you deserve all the amazingness, all the success and beautiful changes that you have ahead of you. It's their way of being like, communicating with you through other people and situations. Excuse the noise. Moving right along, the Six of Cups for the second card. It feels like when this first half of the day starts to wrap up, as you do continue to figure out some details and, fill in some blanks about your future moving forward, you start to think back to how you got to this point. You start to think back to the good times and the bad times, and maybe hard to stay present, throughout the day as a whole, because, you're drifting to the past at times like this. And then also, of course, you're drifting to the future as you plan for it. And they're saying meditation could come in handy, but it almost is essential that you do think about your past and, kind of develop some knowledge and wisdom, or, figure out what you've learned from what you've been through. And also, of course, it's essential that you plan for your future, but just don't let any of which overwhelm you. And it also feels like part of the day where when looking back, you will reflect and kind of figure out ways to release sort of negative reactions to certain people or situations moving forward in order to not taint this next chapter of your life in any way, shape, or form, which is beautiful. And then we have the Lovers card to move right along to the third card. It's wonderful because at this point, the beginning of the second half of the day, Spirit and Universe comes through in some way, shape, or form. It gets you excited. It helps you fall back in love with what's to come, with the future you have ahead of you. And I mean, it's simply also partly because as you plan and get ready and figure some things out and make some bold moves and changes, you are left, again, falling back in love with where you're heading, where you're about to go. How amazing. And it's aligned with this Three of Pentacles, and that in itself will help, not help, but will lead to people even more so admiring you and noticing you. Because when you fall back in love with where you're heading and what you have ahead of you, you shine differently, you glow differently, and it's going to bring up, almost raise your vibration to a certain extent. So eyes will feel like they're all on you, whether you like it or not. And then the end of a tough cycle approaches is side by side with it. As you fall back in love with where your future is heading, it reminds you on a huge level that this tough cycle, these difficulties, played a purpose, but are coming to an end. Who doesn't like that kind of reminder? And then the Hermit card to finish off the day. And it's interesting that I was saying, whether you like it or not, eyes being all on you. Because the day ends with you feeling like, you know what, I need to kind of retract. I need to do my own thing. Maybe you continue to plan for your future, but more in private. You may not feel, what is it, the Seven of Swords? Whichever card it is, some basically not feeling the need to tell everybody about your plans moving forward in order to kind of keep the opinions and noise to a minimum. To, having confidence in your vision, in Spirit and the Universe's vision as a whole, and just letting that be enough to guide you forward. but also just feels like you may be all set with other people's energies at this point. You might, because it is a sleepy day, remember? You may be feeling a bit overwhelmed from all that you accomplished throughout the day. Or maybe, being aligned with the Six of Cups, maybe you're feeling a bit drained from feeling nostalgic and drifting to the past and all of that. And Spirit is coming through and saying, it is okay, my friend. You do you. Don't let anybody convince you that it's not okay to take time to yourself. This will help you clear your mind, simplify things for yourself as you do move forward towards your bright future. So with that said and done, I once again appreciate all of your comments and likes and subscriptions, and I hope this reading was truly helpful. But more importantly, I hope you have the most amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.